All right, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Bukar, Barakatah, and double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the let I come out there pushing the word of truth and sincerity. And this video going to be about an article stated that Florida had a zombie outbreak. It was a false alarm. It was a zombie outbreak. Because it was a power outage. And it led to that. They said it was a false alarm, but we know the Most High gonna cause that. But nevertheless, I felt the need and the spirit to read this article because certain things like this gonna be happening in the last days. But I'm gonna read this article and get some scriptures. This is blacklistednews.com. I wish I could show y'all the goddamn screen, but I ain't got that right now. But I'm gonna just read it. But it's blacklistednews.com. Power outage leads to extreme zombie alert in Florida City. So it was a power outage in Florida City. Reading on, it said the Lake Worth Community Facebook page claims the message was unintended. The message was sent during a power outage at about 1:45 a.m., but it contained the additional warning of a zombie alert for Lake Worth and Terminus, potentially referencing the city in the zombie TV show The Walking Dead. The notice declared there are now far less than 7,380 customers involved due to extreme zombie activity. Lake Worth's announcement was apologized for in their Facebook post. We are looking into reports that the system mentioned zombies had been cured. The city's public information officer in the post. I want to reiterate that Luke Worth does not have any zombie activity currently and apologize for the system message. According to the post, Kerr said 7,880 customers were affected and that power was restored within only 27 minutes. But it's on Blacklisted News if you want to read on. But nevertheless, it was a false. They said it was a false. It was a false alert. But Esau here a liar. It could have actually been real. And he just tried to cover it up to try to cover the panic down. Told the media it was fake. But nevertheless, it could have been real, or it could have been actually fake. Nevertheless, the Lord could do that, man. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get some scriptures. I'm gonna start off with Jeremiah 30:7, proving that stuff like that can happen, man. Gonna be happening in these last days because scriptures like this perfectly proves it. Jeremiah chapter 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. It said, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. So all the days and all the times on earth, you know what I mean? It's none that's gonna be like Jacob's trouble. You know what I mean? You feel me? He said, but it said, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, man. So things like that can happen. A zombie alert can happen. These people take opioids or, these gorilla drugs. There's some new things called alligator drugs and shit like that, where you shoot and heroin and stuff like that, and it turn you to a zombie bath salts. They got that, and it can start affecting motherfuckers. That can happen that way. Or it can happen with Esau. He be making diseases. He put it out there, in your food. And everybody start eating it and spreading it, and it happened like that. It's things like that gonna be happening these last days, man. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of trouble, but he should be set out of it. I'm gonna get Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 8 to 9. Because the Lord, like put emphasis on like how this time is gonna be like no other time. So we really can't you really can't doubt nothing that brothers be putting on here, like it can't happen. In the scriptures overall, Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 8. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I even I am against thee, and I will execute judgments in thee, in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations, and I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I would not do any more, like because of all thy abominations. So he said he's gonna do unto us like that which he have not done. Because he gonna do so like he said he gonna do unto us which he have not done. You know what I mean? For all our abominations, man. So that's putting emphasis on like, man, it's gonna be a time like never before. Put it like that. The Lord gonna do more to us on this time than he did in the besiege of Jerusalem. And Egypt. So you can't doubt that. So I'm about to get another scripture. Mm. Also, it says in Luke 29:11 about the fearful sights. Because if you see a zombie, that's a fearful sight. It's prophesied in the Bible. Let me get Luke 21:9. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 9. I'm going to start at 9, go all the way down to 11. But when you see here's of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto me, nation shall rise against nation, king and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes should be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Fearful sights. That's the one I want to aim in on. All those things are happening around the world. The earthquakes and the famines, and famines in Venezuela, earthquakes in Cali. You know the earthquake that's yet to happen. You know that big one in Cali that's gonna destabilize the economy. You know that, but I want to aim in on the fearful sights because if you see a zombie, it's a you know that's a fearful sight. You don't want nothing. You don't want to go near it. You know, so that's the things that's gonna be happening. You know. They had a false alert in Florida City. It was a false alarm, you know, but nevertheless, things like that can happen, and it's gonna be happening. I'm gonna get another scripture. Just bear with me. So like, this is I'm gonna get Exodus 9:14. Bear with me. Things like this gonna happen. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 14. For I will at this time set all my plagues upon thy heart and upon thy servants and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. He said he gonna send all his plays upon here, man. You know, and upon Esau's kingdom, man. Upon Esau's kingdom, America. You know, Babylon. You know, the daughter of Babylon, the whole great harlot. You know, he said, upon thy people that thou mayest know that there is not like me in all the earth, man. So the Lord about to come down having great. The Lord about to bring great wrath to Esau and Esau's kingdom. So like you, a little sleepy, but you get the point, man. The message is urgent, man. Real shit, because we in the last days, you know, and a lot of people goofing around, man. And brothers trying to warn y'all, bringing out articles and shit like that, man. Let me get another scripture. Let me get a couple more, then I'm gonna exit out. I'm gonna get 1 Samuel chapter 4, verse 8. This is 1 Samuel chapter 4, verse 8. It says, woe unto us, who should deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Woe unto us, who should be able to deliver us out of these mighty gods? What mighty gods are they talking about? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that's what they talking about, man. You know what I mean? Who smoked the Egyptians, man? With all plagues. You know what he smoked them by. Read it in Exodus, man. You know he smoked on lice, frogs, blood in a river, and hail, you know, stuff like that. He smoked Egypt with a lot of plagues. You know, it said, woe unto us, who should deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods. These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness, man. You know, so this is the God of heaven and earth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that's gonna be coming down on America in these end times, man. So you cannot doubt that a fucking zombie outbreak will happen in Florida. You know? Let me give my last scripture is Revelation 8. These is about the angels. The angels is showing John, you know, about the angels that's holding the back, the four winds of the earth, about the destruction, the destruction back from the four winds of the earth, you know, the plagues, you know, that's gonna be loose soon. Um, I'm gonna get Revelation chapter 8, verse Let me get 10, start at 10. Revelation chapter 8, verse 10. The third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third a part of the rivers and upon the fountains of the waters. And the name of the star is called wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many died, and many men died because the waters were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, in the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, keep it in mind, woe meaning death and destruction, you know, death and destruction. It says, and flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. He said, "Whoa," because the angels already sounded the fifth angel already sounded, man. I mean the third angel already sounded to like it, where the waters were made bitter, and they see how many died. But the other angels was yet to sound, and they was saying, "Whoa, woe to y'all, man, because y'all about to get even more fucked up than what y'all already is, man." So you can't doubt nothing that's gonna happen, in these last days, man. Like a outbreak, zombie outbreak in Florida, man. And it was alerted at, man. You gotta remember the Most High control the left and the right. He could put the spirit on this devil to release something in his laps. But I'm gonna read it again, and close it out. Power outage leads to extreme zombie alert in Florida City. The Lakewood Worth community Facebook page claims the message was unattended. The message was sent during a power outage at about 1:45 a.m., but it contained an additional warning of a zombie alert for Lake Worth and Terminus, potentially referencing the city in the zombie TV show The Walking Dead. The notice declared there are now far less than 7,380 customers involved due to extreme zombie activity. Lake Worth's announcement was apologized for in their Facebook post. We are looking into reports that the system mentioned zombies have been incurred, the city's public information officer in the post. I want to reiterate that the Lake Worth does not have any zombie activity currently. Apologize for the system message. According to the post, Kurt said 7,880 customers were affected, and that power will be restored within only 27 minutes. But that's all I'm gonna read, man. No, I'm gonna keep it. Oh, no, that's good. Zombies have increased in popularity in recent years, thanks in part to the TV series The Walking Dead, because Esau put stuff in these movies, man, to show you predictive. It's called predictive programming. He show you things that's gonna happen. He put symbolism in. But continuing on, all those zombies are not real unless you consider the countless Americans walking around unaware of their surroundings with their faces locked onto their phones. People seem to often have an interesting response to such alerts. But as the above video points out, the zombie apocalypse is already here, and it could be just as scary as humans infected with the virus, which give them an undead appearance and demeanor. Right there. So you can't underestimate it, man. And these things gonna be happening in these last days, man. So that's why the Most High said, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It's to destroy you with the sword of destruction, because this world hasteth fast to pass away." So with that, I hope that was edifying, that persuaded brothers, to keep following the Lord, man. Don't fall out, because through the fear of the Lord we persuade man. With that, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Bukor, Kadash, Barakatah, and double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the lit. I come out there pushing the word of truth with sincerity. Shalom.